What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is Thursday. It is March 6th. We are back. We are 2 weeks away from March Madness. I'm very excited about it. Kind of curious if you guys are interested in an ESPN league. We've done this in the past. If you want to get in, probably like $20 a bracket. You can make multiple brackets if you want. So if you guys are interested in that, hit me up via email, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and we will see the interest in it. So we've done it the past few years. It's usually the top two or top three get paid. Very excited. 2 weeks away from bracket season. And we cannot wait. But you guys are here for something else. You guys are here for NBA. Now we're getting to the dog days of NBA. We're getting about a month away from the playoffs. We're getting where a lot of people are questionable. They're going to be resting. So be careful. But if you've never been here before, we do things a little bit differently. So what we do is anytime we have at least 5 games on the slate, we run 10,000 simulations in the morning here, and we give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. Now the value picks will change throughout the day. We have so many players that are questionable. Some are probable, but some are game time decision where we got to wait throughout the day to get some news, and that'll open up some value. So the value that opened up yesterday was huge. We cashed. I think our FanDuel lineup did 366. We did a lot. So that's what we're going to do. I usually tell everyone to go to the website about an hour before tip-off, go to the NBA tab, and check everything else out. Now, we still have the yearly pass, normally $199. You can get it for $75 through this week. So if you are interested, please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. So what we're going to do, we have at least one giveaway, but we try to have 2 giveaways every single day. It's very easy to play. Like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. If this video gets at least 50 likes and you've left a comment, you have a chance to win a free week of FTA Plus. Now, that is a week of every sport, not just NBA. So, NBA, PGA, MMA, NASCAR, MLB in about 3 weeks. We're very excited about MLB. If the video gets at least 100 likes, you'll have a chance at a free month. 150 likes, a free year. 200 or more likes, a chance at a lifetime pass. And the second way to win, somewhere in this video there'll be a keyword or key phrase. Be on the lookout for it, type it in, and have your second chance at a free week. Now, you could win multiple times a day, and it just depends. We had 64 likes yesterday, only 35 comments. So you guys gotta leave a comment if you like the video, if you want a chance to win. So we're gonna see who the 2 winners are. Then we're gonna go through the 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. And then we are going to build you a DraftKings lineup and a FanDuel lineup here on the channel. So this is just for getting 50 likes. Even if the keyword is in there, it does not matter. Mario Banks, congratulations. Email me. This might be your first time winning, I think. Email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and let me know a username, email, and password you would like if you do not already have one on the site. Now, the keyword was Wednesday right here. We are still going to re-roll it, so you still have a 1 in 35 chance to win yet again, but congratulations, Mario. And the winner for the keyword is Best Diesel Truck Repair. This is 2 winners that I don't think have ever won before, so congratulations to both of you. Email me, and we will get you on your way. So, that being said, we are looking at Vegas odds real quick. We got the Bulls at the Magic. Orlando 6.5-point favorite right now with the 219.5 over-under. Pacers versus the Hawks. Indy's only a 2.5-point favorite, so a close game with a 247.5 over-under. A very high over-under. This is a game we want to target. You got 76ers at Boston. Boston being a 14.5-point favorite, 222.5 over-under. My problem is Philly's been bad this year. Boston's been good. If Boston gets up way too big, someone's going to get screwed by someone's going to be rested because they're up so big. So be very cautious about that with the spread. There's a couple of spreads that are pretty big here. Golden State at Brooklyn. Golden State 10.5-point favorite, 224.5 over under. Houston at New Orleans. Houston a 4.5-point favorite, 228.5 over under. And then the Knicks at the Lakers. The Lakers a 4.5-point favorite, 229.5 over under. So, Pacers, you want to probably look at them a little bit. So that being said, we're going to go position by position. A lot of questionable guys you can see. A lot of already ruled out, which is great. The questionable ones are the ones, it's kind of hard to do when we don't know who to take, and that's why the news breaks throughout the day. So make sure you go check out our absolutely free Discord, which is down below. We give you core plays there, we give you value plays, and we try to help each other be a better DFS player. So that being said, at the top of point guard right now through 10,000 simulations, Luka is at the top. He's at the precipice. 56 to 60 fantasy point range. It's questionable tag. It's probable he will play. 16 DVP, so right in the middle. A great late night hammer if you want to use him. I do not mind him whatsoever. You got Trae Young, who is probable against Indy in this game. I think you want to take advantage of this. A very high over-under. 247.5 over-under is wildly high. 49 to 52 fantasy points. That's what we're looking at there. Tyrese Halliburton is questionable. Another strong, a great matchup here if he plays. 27 DVP against Atlanta, a very high over-under with an implied team total of 122.5. I love this matchup here, or 125. Sorry, it's a very high over-under. 47 to 52 fantasy point range. Mid-tier. Now, when I'm looking mid-tier, I'm on DraftKings at 8K or below. Value plays, usually 5K or below, but value opens up all day, and that is why you got to check back on the website. Under the NBA tab, we've got projections and simulations and chalk. We've got it all there for you. That is where we hopefully will help you a little bit more. So mid-tier, looking, depending on where we're at, looking at Derek White in Boston. Hopefully he doesn't get pulled if they go up too big. We're looking at about 35 fantasy points out of him. Austin Reeves, who is questionable, see if he'll play against the Knicks. 16 DVP, 34 fantasy points. And Dyson Daniels against Indy in that matchup that you want to take advantage of. We're looking right around 34 to 38 fantasy points. Then we come down here mid-tier, 5K or below, and you got to navigate all these questionable guys. Kind of hard to find some, but that's what we're here for. We have Jose Alvarado against Houston, 26 DVP, 22 to 25. Terrence Mann against Indy, 20 to 24. And Keon Johnson, 20 to 24 as well. So we move to the shooting guard position. Drew Holiday. Is he in? Is he out? Finger ruled out Wednesday game against the Trailblazers. It is obviously a back-to-back game here. Pay attention. He's under 5K. That's one you could look at. But let's go to the top first. You got Jaylen Brown at the top as long as he doesn't get pulled because of a blowout. About 40 fantasy points is what we're looking for. Trey Murphy, the 30 against Houston, 36 to 40. Jalen Green against New Orleans, 23rd DVP, 35 to 40 fantasy point range. Moving down the list, not a ton. I mean, you can see it's basically the top and then mid already. So we're looking at that. We've got Kobe White, about 33 to 35 fantasy points. Michael Bridges against the Lakers, 30 fantasy points. Quentin Grimes against Boston, playing from behind. I don't mind this at all if he stays in the game. 21st DVP, about 30 to 34 fantasy points. Then we get down here to some value, depending on where we are at. Aaron Nesmith against Atlanta in that matchup. That's a fantastic matchup. 28 DVP, 25 to 30 fantasy points. You got Zaire Williams against Golden State, 22 to 25. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP, 21st DVP, 21 to 25 fantasy points. Then we got small forward here. We've got, so he is questionable, Jason Tatum. He's ruled out last week, missed his 4th game of the season. If he is out, that obviously bumps up Derek White. That obviously bumps up a ton of Jaylen Brown, a ton of Boston guys. Currently questionable, 49 to 52. But if he's not 100%, I don't think I'm going to pay $10,000 for him, because if there is one person to be either, if he does start to sit a quarter because they are up so big, it's probably Tatum, who's not 100% healthy. So that's one I would pay attention to. I'm probably not paying. LeBron James is number 2 here. Questionable tag. He's got the questionable tag every single game. Just hit 50,000 points last game. Put up 34 points in that game. 59.5 in that one. Got him projected right now at 49 to 52. Would not surprise me. If I'm going to pay $10,000 at small forward, I'm looking at LeBron over Jason Tatum today. And then you got Amen Thompson against New Orleans. 23rd DVP, 42 to 46 fantasy points. Move down the list here. Jimmy Butler against Brooklyn, 36-40. Kelly Oubre Jr., 33-35. OG Anunoby, who is questionable right now, but in this matchup against the Lakers, 28 DVP, 33-36 fantasy points. Then we move down to value. There's some that I don't mind. Moses Moody, about 23-25. Buddy Hield, 20-24. And Bruce Brown for New Orleans against Houston, not the best matchup, but we do have 19-22 fantasy points. Moving to power forward. But before we get to power forward, the keyword of the day, we're going to go with coffee because it is early. And daycare is closed all week, and my 2 kids have made me tired. Very, very tired. But luckily, one of them gets to go to school today. I'm very excited for that one because she has an attitude for a 5-year-old. And I mean an attitude. You know what? No, we're changing the keyword to attitude because I've had to deal with it all week while trying to work and also trying to care for a baby who was born this year as well, or last year, whatever. Anyway, you don't care. Power forward wise, we've got Zion here. Looking at Zion about we got Paolo at the top for us, about 47-50 fantasy points against Chicago, 23rd DVP. Zion is number 2 at 40-44. Pascal Siakam at against Atlanta, 25th DVP, 39-42 as well. And if you go down, Pascal there at 7,500 is fantastic option. I love that. With his value is what I love. Mid-tier, we're getting through, trying to navigate here. Cam Johnson, 29 fantasy points. We're looking at him. I'm looking at Tari Eason at 29-32. Kelly Olynyk at 27-31 fantasy points. Then we get down here. Matas Buzelis, 23-25. Dylan Brooks, 23-25. And Trendon Watford against Golden State, 27th DVP, 21-25 fantasy points. Then we get to the center position, one of our favorite positions because it's kind of easy when you just look at the top. So you got Alperen here against New Orleans, 29th DVP, about 50-55 fantasy points. Karl Anthony Towns against the Lakers, 48-52 fantasy points. Game logs, the minutes are there. We know the minutes are there for Towns. The points, double-doubles are there for the most part, but he's had those games with a 24 fantasy point, that's not good. One game against the Lakers only had 22 fantasy points. So if we're paying up, Alperen's a little bit better, better option, cheaper, and a better matchup. You've got Miles Turner there against Atlanta, 36-40 fantasy points. We come down mid-tier. Draymond Green, 34 fantasy points. Zach Collins, 33-35. Onyeka Okongwu against Indy, which is a great matchup here. Vegas-wise, 14 DVP against the center position, 31-36 fantasy points. Then we come down here. If you're paying down, Andre Drummond against Boston, 24-28 fantasy points. But I don't know if they get up or if Philly's down so big that Drummond just gets benched. That's what scares me. Darren Sharp against Golden State, 24-28. And Jackson Hayes against the Knicks, 6 DVP, so not the best matchup, 22-25 fantasy points. So there you have it. Those are just some of the plays and some of the projections. They can and will change throughout the day. These are great starting points. These are not an end-all, be-all. So if you've never been to the channel before, hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you are ready to ball out. Hopefully you take these lineups that we build here. We also have lineups on our cheat sheet. So if you want to go check out all the NBA content cheat sheet, we got about 6 to 7 plays at each position for cash, 6 and 7 plays for tournaments. We also have a couple of optimal lineups for FanDuel and DraftKings that are great starting points. Again, though, don't just copy and paste, and that is it. Make it yourself a little bit. That's what you need to do. So Halliburton is questionable, but I still think he plays. If he doesn't, obviously you mix and match and switch out some of these. These are just great starting points for the day. It is 6 a.m. We are trying to give you a first look at the NBA slate that we have upon us. Now, I am personally slowing down on NBA, keeping my bankroll and going to just go real hard with baseball once it comes in a couple of weeks. If you've never seen our baseball content, I'm going to post at the end here. I'm going to post our Fiobach collaboration video, which is great. Go check out. Use our link in that video. I'm also going to show you guys our MLB playlist. So with that playlist, we have, I kind of just want you guys to see what we did last year in those videos. Now, if you have TikTok brain and you can only sit here for 60 seconds, probably not the best YouTube page. But if you're an adult and your attention span is more than 60 seconds, our videos broke down every game on the slate, all the batters, all the pitchers. They're about 40-minute videos a day, but they're a comprehensive look into that day's slate. And it is very useful. It is very helpful that we've helped a lot of you. Now, a ton of you have subscribed from those videos last year because you found us. Each day we're getting 800 to 1,000 views. We are getting, on a lot of days, we're getting 100 plus likes, so people were winning monthly passes every single day. I want that to be the same case for MLB. We're very excited. In a few weeks, we'll be able to break down the video. I'm so excited. Once spring training is done, we'll see who's injured, who's starting, who's ready to go, and I cannot wait. So there you go. There's a DraftKings lineup there. We built it live, and I've already built you guys a FanDuel lineup. A couple questionable guys, Halliburton and Trae Young, both should play, but definitely pay attention. KCP all the way down to Alperin. You got Dorian Finney-Smith, Jabari Smith, Paolo, Tari Eason, Moses Moody as well. So there you go. Any questions, comments, concerns, get those down below. You can also check us out over on the absolutely free Discord down below. If you have any questions, if you want to get in that yearly pass, all you got to do is email me dfshelp1@gmail.com. A yearly pass for every single sport. Baseball, football, basketball, NASCAR, MMA, PGA, 6 sports. Instead of $199 for a year, get it through this week for $75. All you got to do is PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, and we will get you set up on the website. Whether or not you already have an account, existing customers, or new customers, it does not matter. Everyone is welcome through this week. So first come, first serve. We don't have a ton of spots available left, so if you guys would like that, please email me. Good luck today, whether or not you're playing DFS for PGA, whether or not you're playing NBA, sports betting, whatever it is, we've got you covered. Let's have a great day. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.